2024 has officially been declared the year of Linux gaming. Okay, maybe not officially, but let us dream. What used to be an uphill battle for Linux gamers has turned into a smooth ride down victory lane. With an estimated 80–90% of games now working on Linux, the Penguin-powered OS has taken a major step forward. Gaming on Linux is no longer an exercise in patience and wizardry. It's accessible, exciting, and dare I say, downright fun. But of course, life can't be perfect. There's still a pesky villain lurking in the shadows. Anti-cheat software. Designed to stop cheaters, it also works overtime to block perfectly innocent Linux users. These systems often rely on Windows-specific kernel features, and convincing them to play nice with Linux is like trying to explain open-source software to your grandma. Some developers have added Linux support. Easy Anti-Cheat and BattleEye deserve a nod, but many game publishers haven't flipped the switch. Why? Who knows? Maybe they think Linux is still that thing only hackers use. Rockstar, for instance, let Linux users play GTA Online for a while before suddenly pulling the plug. Thanks, Rockstar. We love spending hours troubleshooting why our games suddenly stopped working. So, what's a Linux gamer to do? Enter the heroes of this story. Heroic Launcher, Lutris, and Steam. These tools are the backbone of Linux gaming, turning the once daunting process into something even your average Windows user can handle. Heroic Launcher is like that scrappy sidekick in every action movie who turns out to be the real MVP. It's your go-to for games from GOG, Epic Games, and even Amazon. Yes, Amazon sells games now. They've conquered everything else, so why not? Installing Heroic is as easy as opening your Linux software manager, finding the app, and clicking install. Once it's set up, log into your Epic or GOG account, and boom, you've got access to your library. What if your game isn't in your library? No problem. Heroic lets you add local games, though it does require a bit of detective work. You'll need to locate the games.exe file, usually buried in a labyrinth of subfolders with names like bin or garde. Once you've pointed Heroic to the file, it does its magic, and before you know it, you're playing The Witcher 3 or whatever else you fancy. Next up, we have Lutris, a tool so powerful it might as well come with a cape. Lutris is for those who want total control. Think of it as the Linux gaming equivalent of driving stick. With Lutris, you can manage non-Steam games, retro games, emulators, and even obscure launchers like Rockstar's. First, install Lutris via your software manager or terminal. Then, make sure to grab the latest version of Wine or Proton because nothing kills the mood faster than an outdated compatibility layer. Adding a game involves entering its name, finding the .exe file, and setting up a Wine prefix. Don't worry, it's easier than it sounds. If you're installing something like the Rockstar launcher, download the installer, point Lutris to it, and let it do its thing. Pro tip, let Lutris handle the installation and don't try to run the launcher directly. Lutris likes to feel important, and who are we to argue? Steam. If you're a Linux gamer, you owe Valve a giant hug. With Proton, Steam's compatibility layer, thousands of Windows Mini games now run on Linux. Setting up Steam for Linux gaming is so easy it feels like cheating. Open Steam, go to Settings, enable Steam Play for all games, and choose the latest Proton version. Restart Steam and voila, you're ready to game. Installing games on Steam is a breeze. Just click Install, wait for the download, and hit play. If a game doesn't work, try tweaking Proton settings under the game's properties. There's even a vibrant community on Proton DB that can help you with specific titles. So, if you've ever dreamed of playing Elden Ring on Linux, dream no more. It works. Now, let's talk about Minecraft. It's the game that transcends generations, genres, and apparently operating systems. Getting it to work on Linux is as simple as visiting the official website, downloading the launcher, and installing it. If you're on Ubuntu, grab the .deb file. For other distros, the tar.dz will do. Once installed, log into your Microsoft account and start building your blocky empire. The mod enthusiasts, launchers like PolyMC or Prism Launcher are must-haves, offering easy mod management and more customization than you can shake a diamond pickaxe at. While 2024 is undoubtedly the best year Linux gaming has ever had, it's not without its quirks. Anti-cheat software still blocks some games, and a handful of developers act like Linux support is harder than writing the next Game of Thrones book. But the Linux gaming community is one of the most helpful on the planet. Whether you're stuck on a Proton issue or trying to install an obscure game, someone out there has already figured it out and written a guide about it. 2024 is the year Linux gaming went from a niche hobby to a mainstream possibility. Tools like Heroic Launcher, Lutris, and Steam make it easier than ever to play everything from AAA blockbusters to indie gems. Sure, there are still a few hurdles, but that's part of the fun, right? After all, gaming on Linux isn't just about playing games, it's about proving that penguins can game too. So go forth, install your favorite titles, and show the world that Linux isn't just for servers, it's for gamings. Peace out and happy gaming.